Sarah Paulson is dating actress Holland Taylor, and they've been together for about 2 years, and by everything that we know about them, they're very in love. And people have questions about their relationship because of the age difference. Sarah Paulson is 42, Holland Taylor is 74, so there's a photo of them together. Sarah Paulson had a response. Let's go to her quote. "If anyone wants to spend any time thinking I'm strange for loving the most spectacular person on the planet, then that's their problem. I'm doing just fine." She said that for Modern Luxury. She'll be starring in the Ocean's 8 movie, so she's been doing publicity for that. She actually is typically pretty private about her dating life, and so is Holland Taylor. I've seen interviews with both of them in preparation for this story, but they have to comment on it now that she's doing this
Sarah
movie.
Paulson, first of all, she's a badass and an amazing actor.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually really only introduced to her in the O.J. Simpson show. But then I saw—
You didn't watch any of American Horror Story?
I did, but I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
But that's the role that really got me, and I was like, she's an amazing actor.
Yeah, she is. She's a total scene stealer. I think also they're both great actors. I think that this line of questioning is so diminishing.
It's so diminishing
to Holland Taylor in the sense where it's like, oh, how could you find it in you to love someone that's a senior?
Yeah. No, you know what it is.
You know what I mean?
You know
it's
what
so
it is,
up.
and no one will admit it. But when people see two people in a relationship, doesn't matter of the orientation or whatever.
Right.
They immediately in their subconscious, or not even in their subconscious, they think about sex, and they can't imagine and recreate that in their head. So if it's two couples
you think,
that seems incompatible in their brain, what they would be doing during sex time, I think it totally screws people.
You think that people think about the attraction and they're like, well, I don't understand that attraction. And I think that Sarah Paulson's response has been wonderful in the sense of well, if you don't understand that, then okay, I don't care. It's to me, it's such a non-issue.
You know what the first thing that I thought of was, we don't really give the same level of criticism to older women. Because Sarah Paulson, not older women, Sarah Paulson's in her 40s. We don't give this criticism to the Real Housewives who are around the same age, who are married to 70, 80-year-old men.
What do you mean? You think that because they're married to men, it's different?
Yeah, and I think it's because the criticism for that is oh, they're gold diggers, they're dating these old men, so it's fine. But in an instance like this where it actually is mutual attraction, and Sarah Paulson loves this person, it's we can't even believe that.
Right, and I think that's why I find it so sort of diminishing and reductive of Holland Taylor in the sense she is a person with everything to offer someone, and then it's this weird line of questioning where it's but Sarah Paulson, you're a movie star, you could date anyone. Why this person? It's oh my gosh, it's I don't know. I really dislike it. And I'm grateful that she's been so gracious in her response. I don't know why I'm grateful. It doesn't affect me at all. But I feel fortunate that she's been so gracious in her responses, because she would have every right to just be hey, why don't you shut the F up? And I'm never answering questions.
Yeah, she knows that would
again.
just make the story even bigger. Because this isn't
more salacious.
Yeah, this isn't the first time that she has had this question, because before Holland Taylor, she was dating Cherry Jones, who was also I think 17 years her senior.
Right, but why does that matter? I don't know. It's stories like this where I sort of wonder what are people caring about? Why are you mad
at this? Look, man, there's a double standard. It's just it's as plain as it is. You can be an older man dating a way older man dating a very young person, and it's just oh yeah, that's fine.
Right. Yeah, that's just, that's not something we haven't seen before, but this feels oh no, we haven't seen this before. Can you explain it to us? And it's not her responsibility at all to explain her relationship to anybody in any way, shape, or form, but it's kind of what happens when you get into the public eye.